Hello everybody and welcome to today's Nintendo Direct. Yeah. Once again I can't do the face cam thing because it just refuses to work right now. But hey, you might have noticed over here on this side of the screen, and I don't remember if I have the mouse set to be shown. I should have thought that through. Anyway, on the right side of the screen, I have essentially a bingo card for the Direct on things I think might show up in this. Although, right here, for anything goes, I might as well fill that spot in with a token. There we go. Yeah, I'm using my logo as tokens for the bingo card. I saw that lots of people tend to make bingo cards for Nintendo Directs or E3 stuff, so I figured I'd try my hand at it as well. So, to explain the things I've gotten here, let's start off with Federation Force. It has been almost a year since they've even talked about Federation Force. Actually, it was back when the game was first announced last E3. Wow, it's almost been a year since then. And I'm kind of hoping that they bring it up in this so that we can at least know what to expect from that game. Oh wow, I'm gonna be here for the long haul. 41 minutes in length. Next up is Virtual Console games. I think I forgot to put an E at the end of the word console there, but too late for that now. Well, actually, I could fix that live. Because I'm working with Photoshop. So, yeah. Virtual Console games, they might announce a bunch of games for various previous systems. I'm kind of hoping that they do something for, like, I don't know, maybe GameCube or some more Wii games on the Virtual Console. That way it would make some of the games for those systems a bit more accessible now. Especially since I think they've stopped making games for the Wii now. Or at least copies of them. So I think that would be very beneficial. Plus also it would give some more use for the GameCube adapter, which I'm skipping ahead really far, down to all the way down here, for their GameCube adapter support. That is something that I really want to see it be used to its full potential, but so far it's only being used for Smash 4. And that seems kind of like a waste of potential, if you ask me. I mean, prior to the game coming out, Bayonetta 2 was rumored to have been compatible with the GameCube adapter, but nope, no such luck. Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice. I don't think we've even heard anything about that game since it was announced. I don't know if they're still making it or not. I'm hoping that they do and that they talk about it some more today. But I'm not sure where to go with that one. Next up is a brand new franchise. Yeah, I know that we just got Splatoon, but they can't really just hope to introduce one new franchise and just stick with that on its own. I'd like to see them at least branch out with a few more ideas. With, I don't know, whatever. It could be a new adventure game or something. I don't care, just so long as it's good. Then there's games for the new games for the 3DS. They're probably going to announce a bunch of games for the 3DS. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Next up is a completely unexpected theme. Kind of like how during E3 last year we got Muppets. And at E3 before that it was Robot Chicken. I know this isn't E3 just yet, but we're getting close to it. It's quickly approaching, and we might get like a clue onto what kind of theme that they might go with. Unless they don't. That one, I honestly just put in there for the heck of it, and I couldn't think of anything else to fill that spot with. Now then, new games for the new 3DS. I guess technically I could have lumped this together with new games for the 3DS, but currently the new 3DS only has, to my knowledge, just one game, or is it two? One or two games that you can get on a physical cartridge that's not on the eShop for the system that requires it. And those are Xenoblade Chronicles 3D and I think a Monster Hunter game? I could be wrong about that. I have no idea, really. And really, to have just one or two games be exclusive to a brand new piece of hardware, that sounds kind of like, seems kind of wrong. Granted, it does give a lot of new options for previous games, like with Smash Brothers on the 3DS, it gives you easy access to a pseudo C-stick for quick smash attacks, or Majora's Mask 3D, which gives you camera control. Same with, I think it was Monster Hunter. Yeah, it was Monster Hunter. But yeah, I'm just kind of hoping for some new games for the new 3DS. Next up is some new Mario spin-off. Pretty self-explanatory, if you ask me, because honestly, you could put Mario in any sort of situation and people would probably buy that up like crazy. I mean, you could probably have a game like Super Mario Library and that would still sell millions. And I'm kind of hoping that they don't announce that, because that would be kind of ridiculous, because that was just something that I made up on the spot. Zelda U. Yeah, we've all been... and according to the chat, yeah, tons of people do want to see some more stuff from Zelda U. Like, at the very least, give us an official name for the game. Seriously. We don't even know what it's supposed to be called. Next up is a new Kirby game. I don't know, we could get one. Kirby is a decently successful franchise, I think. I mean, it's lasted this long, and it's part of Super Smash Brothers, so that's gotta be some sort of indicator of its success. Hyrule Warriors Legends. Well, has the game come out yet, or not? I don't remember. If it hasn't, then yeah, we can probably hope to see something from that. I'm pretty sure that they might bring up some indie games, so that's why I put that here. Then there's the Anything Goes, which I already put in here. Amiibo in general. They're probably going to be introducing a whole bunch of new Amiibo this Direct, like they tend to do. Heck, during the last Direct, they had an Amiibo announcement. Granted, it was for restock of previously existing Amiibo, but still, it was Amiibo. Pokmon Tournament. Really looking forward to that game. I have no idea when it's supposed to come out. But I'm kind of hoping that they at least announce a couple new characters, like... Well, there are a few fan favorites, like Halucha, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Hitmontop. I would be surprised if they put in something like Chansey as a playable character. Although, it would be kind of interesting to play as a Golem. What with it having such sturdy defenses, making it to last longer than most other characters. Next up is Smash DLC Amiibo. Like, they might announce that the release dates for Bayonetta, Corrin, and Cloud's Amiibo, since they did announce it last time at the previous Smash Direct, I think, that they are in production, but with no solid release date. So who knows, we might get that release date today. Next up is Super Mario Universe. Now, a lot of people have been clamoring for the idea of Super Mario Galaxy 3, but come on, why do you want it to be called Galaxy 3? That is such a lazy name idea. I mean, this is the Wii U, so why not go something like Universe? But seriously, originally Galaxy 2 wasn't even supposed to be Galaxy 2 at first. It was just supposed to be more Super Mario Galaxy, or Super Mario Galaxy More. One of the two. And it was pretty much just that. An expansion on the first Galaxy, with all the same things from the first Galaxy, but with a few added bells and whistles like Yoshi and the Cloud power-up. I just want to see... I don't care if it plays the same as Galaxy 1 or 2, that doesn't matter to me. Just so long as it's called Super Mario Universe, to help differentiate it from the previous two games. It can keep the Galaxy style of gameplay. For all I care, just give it a different, more unique name. Next up is new games for the Wii U. They're probably going to dump a bunch of new games for the Wii U today on us, so go figure. Hopefully among them will be a new F-Zero game, because that franchise has been high and dry for the past decade, if not longer. The last game being, at least over here, on the GameCube, and in Japan, on the Game Boy Advance, I think. Could have been on the DS, but I went no, and we're starting. The rest are mostly self-explanatory.
Hi everyone, Bill Trinan here from Nintendo to deliver some new information about upcoming games. You may think you know all about our 2016 lineup, but we have a few secrets left to reveal about some games you may have heard of. We'll begin with Star Fox Zero, so let's give it over to someone who knows all about shooting for the stars, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Hi everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto, a game producer at Nintendo. I'm here today in New York City.
Wow, that's actually nearby.
It's 3 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so it's very cold. I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting. Star Fox Zero is finally ready. We made this game to be an authentic action game, the kind I haven't worked on for a long time. It turned out to be the type of game where the more you practice, the more fun it gets.
Nice.
The plot and the game structure are similar to the Star Fox on Nintendo 64, but the story and map structure here are completely new. This time, there are teleporters that appear in the game.
Wait,
the
what?
teleporters play an important role in the storyline and also have a big impact on the branching paths in the map.
Huh.
Now, I'd like to talk about a stage that we haven't shown yet. This is Fortuna. Packed
Whoa.
with dangerous bioweapons and will prove pretty challenging, so enjoy going up against all new enemies. Some pretty giant ones, too.
That's pretty cool. What the crud?
There are also
It's
a lot
Dodo with
alternate paths
wings!
in the maps. You can see this looks like the Corneria stage at first, but there is actually a branch in the path on the right. When you take this path, it leads to a new level. If you go through here, you'll be confronted by a never-before-seen boss. This boss is also worth defeating, and once you win, you'll be taken back to the map where even more paths will open up. Just like that,
Jeez.
Star Fox Zero is a game where once you defeat Venom in normal mode, many new and alternate paths will appear.
Wow.
As you explore
Wolf!
the different paths, you'll encounter Starwolf and his four-man team. They'll provide a really tough challenge.
I don't think he's
The
coming
player
in
can
as
use the new
DLC
target
for
mode and
Smash.
various maneuvers and other new attack strategies to battle Starwolf throughout the game. The goal you are shooting for is Venom and Andross, but of course, the gameplay is completely new. On the way, you'll realize that there are multiple paths available for you to reach the final destination. Please try it out for yourselves to see how many paths there are.
Nice. It's probably
There's
dozens.
also a two-player mode. One player can fly the R-Wing, while the other player aims and shoots. You can play this way cooperating with your friends and aim for high scores, or you can get together with your family and just have fun clearing each level.
Nice. That's
Now,
an interesting
to
take
those
on
who
it.
have the Smash Brothers Fox amiibo, yes, you can use it. With it, you'll be able to play with the R-Wing from the classic Super NES, and there might even be some other bonuses waiting for you. I hope you try it out.
Nice.
One
That's
more
cool.
thing, I want to talk to you about a new game. Some of you may remember that I showed a game 2 E3s ago that was called Project Guard.
Yes.
This game is now complete and is called Star Fox Guard.
What? Really?
Slippy's Uncle Grippy is busy with the job of gathering rare metals in space, but is under attack from all kinds of enemies.
Oh.
In this game, you use Slippy's newly invented security system to ward off these enemies.
I thought this was going to be its own
The
franchise.
player uses 12 cameras, setting them up in various locations to find and attack the enemies to protect the mining site. There are about 100 missions to play, but that's not all. You can also edit the placement of enemies, and then you can upload these enemy patterns online so others can play them.
Okay, that's cool.
You can play other players' creations, or have others play yours to earn precious metals. I hope you'll play Star Fox Guard with people from all around the world. Get good at changing those cameras. Speaking of changing cameras, let's switch it back over to Bill.
Okay. What
Thanks,
next?
Mr. Miyamoto. I'm happy to announce that both games, Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard, will come packaged together as a set.
Nice.
Those who purchase the digital versions can buy them separately in Nintendo eShop, or buy both games for the same total price as the packaged bundle.
Is it going to be a
Star Fox
limited
Zero
edition?
and Star Fox Guard both launch on April 22nd, 2016.
Wow, that's actually pretty
It's
soon.
about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world. You know, there's another Wii U game that's received a number of updates, and I think its fans may want in on a little secret. It ain't over
Splatoon.
yet for Splatoon. First, we'll be releasing an update that aims to balance some of the gear abilities and adjust various systems in the game, such as matchmaking. For gear, these changes will improve some of the lesser used abilities to make them more appealing.
Nice.
Additionally, we'll be making some changes to matchmaking and team assignments for ranked battle and adding a couple of elements to the Splatfests to improve the overall user experience.
Does this mean more
first update will
Splatfests?
be released next week on March 8th.
Nice.
The second update we have planned will pertain mostly to weapons in the game. In addition to adjusting some already existing weapons, we'll be adding new weapon set recommendations. These combinations will feature a selection of some of the most popular and underappreciated weapons chosen by the owner of Ammo Knights himself, Sheldon.
Nice.
We'll be dividing this update into 2 parts, and the first will be arriving in April. We'll also be releasing information about these updates on our website and via our official channels, so make sure to check it out.
Yeah, I still haven't checked out that site.
Next, a Wii U game you're all expecting that comes with some unexpected twists.
I don't recognize
Here's
this
part
music.
of the opening movie in Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016
Ugh.
Olympic Games.
Why more Olympics? Just give us a proper platformer crossover. Are they ever going to give a proper platforming crossover between Mario and Sonic? Because, seriously, that's all we've been wanting, or at least that's what we've been asking for this whole time. I almost thought that there was gonna be like some Zelda elements in there because of the train. Oh jeez. The floats are just so silly.
A new event is making its debut in the Rio 2016 Olympic Games.
Okay.
Rugby Sevens, and it's a lot of fun. It's also a series first, as is rhythmic gymnastics clubs.
What?
Not to mention, every Olympic Games event in the game takes place in venues modeled after the actual venues in Rio.
Yeah,
Mario
I
and Sonic
might
at the Rio
not
2016
get this
Olympic
one.
Games launches on Wii U June 24th. We'll keep you updated on the other events and more game details down the line. We'll get back to more Wii U games in just a sec, but remember that you'll first get a chance to earn your place on the podium beside two gaming powerhouses when Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games launches on the Nintendo 3DS system March 18th. Next, let's see what's new in Super Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, Mario
It's been
Maker.
about 6 months since the game arrived on Wii U, and players around the world continue to upload exciting new courses every
I guess
day.
that technically
In fact,
counted as
there are
a
more
new
than
Mario spin-off.
6.2 million courses for players to jump into at this very moment. Since launch, we've added new course elements on 2 separate occasions. And here we go again. It's update time. Now, when you shake a thwomp, it'll transform into a Super from
jeez.
Super Mario World. Thwomps were already pretty beefy, but these are an even bigger pain. In addition,
Jeez.
also, when you shake a P-switch, it'll turn into a key.
Huh.
Shaking a door will now make it a key door. Yep, you guessed it. Can't open one of those without a key.
Nice.
Hide one in a block, or make an enemy hold one, and you can make levels where you can't advance without a key. Which means you can now make courses with mandatory boss battles. Oh yeah. And if you shake a coin, it'll change
about
into a pink
slopes?
coin. Collect them all, and a key will appear. That way, you can make an adventurous level where you have to find all the pink coins to win. These new course elements definitely
Slopes?
expand your puzzle-making horizons. We're also adding new elements to online play. The update will let you play 100 Mario Challenge on a new Super Expert mode.
Oh jeez.
It'll unlock after clearing Expert mode, and it'll dish out a volley of 6 extremely tough levels for you to beat with 100 Marios. Your prize for winning? New Mystery Mushroom costumes. So even if you think you have them all, give this new mode a try and see if you can get them all.
Nice.
Additionally, the Super Mario Maker bookmark site will see additions such as ranking categories for world records and the number of first clears on courses, inspiring new ways to create and play in the main game.
Okay.
This new update will be available for download on March 9th.
But are we gonna get slopes in the game?
Sometimes, one of the best parts of an RPG is its style, and no one understands that quite like Atlas, the makers of this next Wii U game. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE is a brand new IP that takes inspiration from Atlas's own titles and the Fire Emblem series. It's an energetic fusion of the deep RPG gameplay you'd expect from an Atlas game and the adrenaline-fueled fun of a huge pop idol concert. Every inch oozes style, from the in-game music videos and commercials to the hot new tracks from Avex, the company behind some of the biggest pop stars in Japan. And speaking of, the game is based in Japan,
Oh, it's
so we're keeping its original VO
Fire
track
Emblem
and
cross
adding in
Shin
English
Megami
subtitles.
Tensei. Okay, that doesn't count towards new game.
If you consider yourself a
For me, at
JRPG
least.
fan, or just someone daring enough to try something new, look no further. Your summer is now complete. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE will arrive
Sharp
stateside
FE?
June 24th.
Okay.
You may remember this next title from a Nintendo Direct last year. Lost Reavers is Bandai Namco's latest free-to-play online co-op action game.
Oh
Team
yeah,
up
Project
with other
Treasure.
adventurers online to fight zombies and solve puzzles as you search for valuable treasure in the most diverse locations on the planet. You'll need the wits to solve puzzles,
That counts.
the expertise to kill bosses, and the firepower to fight legions of undead guardians. Acquire treasure and successfully make your way back to complete the mission and receive your share of the spoils.
Nice.
As you go on missions, characters will level up, unlock more skills, and increase their funds so you can acquire new weapons. Each map also has a variety of different routes, puzzles, and enemy spawns, so levels can be played and enjoyed multiple times. You can look forward to playing Lost Reavers in the open beta version coming soon to Wii U.
Nice.
Next, let's paint the town red, and just about every other color. In the Paper Mario series, we always challenge ourselves to bring something fresh to the action-adventure
Wait a
genre.
minute.
And this time, in Paper Mario Color Splash, the theme is colors and paint. As such, the game takes place in a colorful paradise called Prism Island. But something is very wrong. Prism Island is being drained of its color. To make sense of all this, it's up to Paper Mario to do like he does and set off on a journey to bring color back
Is this
to
on the Wii
land.
U?
And his new paint hammer is just the ticket. It splashes paint on anything he hits, restoring the island's color bit by bit. He can even splash paint on colorless toads to revive the poor little guys. A splash of color will even liven up a
Oh
toad.
jeez.
In battle, you'll paint cards like this, and then flick them to start the battle. There are special cards, too. They'll unleash
Oh,
some
jeez.
satisfyingly powerful
The
attacks.
things return.
The latest entry in this beloved series, Paper Mario Color Splash, is currently planned for release in 2016.
Yep, Paper Mario U.
Pikachu, Lucario, Machamp, Gengar, and many more of your favorite Pokemon are about to face off in Pokmon Tournament for
And we
Wii
got
U.
Pokmon Tournament.
In the Ferrum League, players will start at the bottom tier, facing off against relatively easy opponents. But as you move up in the ranks, you'll encounter skilled opponents worthy of your absolute.
Nice.
Winning a fight in any mode earns in-game currency that allows you to change the appearance of your avatar.
Okay.
Battles will require quick reflexes and the ability to read your opponent. Some Pokemon are fast and can use their speed
Oh
to rush in
jeez,
and
poor
deal
Charizard.
damage. Other Pokemon rely on their brute power to dominate the competition.
Oh jeez.
Each main battle Pokemon and pairings of support Pokemon can change the way you approach the fight. So find your favorite combination to suit your playstyle. To help you determine
Awesome.
which Pokemon you should try first, here's a few highlights of main battle Pokemon. Lucario uses powerful aura-based attacks to create attacking projectiles
Whoa!
from far away.
What was that move?
After activating Burst Attack mode, Lucario can unleash a massive beam of aura energy to get back into the battle or to finish it off.
Nice. Oh jeez.
Machamp capitalizes on brute strength via rapid-fire punches, damaging throws, and more to send opponents reeling. This Pokemon is a real heavy hitter and a force to be reckoned with when up close
So
and
much so that the quality of the stream just went
Last
to
but not
crud.
least, Gengar pulls out every trick in the book to keep opponents guessing. If instantly appearing anywhere, throwing
Jeez.
punches from out of nowhere, and more doesn't scare you, then Gengar's final Burst Attack move is really
Oh
the stuff of nightmares.
jeez. What the crud?
Early adopters, an exclusive amiibo card of Shadow Mewtwo will come within the physical copy of the first production run of the game.
Okay.
So make sure you grab it early, as it won't last forever. Pokmon Tournament launches on Wii U March 18th. And to whet your appetite for launch day, make sure to catch the final battles of the Pokmon Tournament Early Access competition that airs on March 17th. And tomorrow, March 4th, we'll return to the land of Hyrule, or journey there for the first time, to experience
okay.
an updated version of one of the most
Twilight
stirring
Princess
tales
HD.
in the Zelda series. The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess HD. Visit our YouTube channel to watch the Twilight Princess retrospective video series
Okay.
and learn all about the making of the original from development team members. The fourth and final episode will fill you in on all the new features in the Wii U
Nice.
version when it launches tomorrow alongside the
okay.
game. March is
Oh, yeah,
also
it
a
comes
big
out
month
tomorrow.
for Nintendo 3DS. But no matter your system of choice, Nintendo has your back. Because this month also sees the introduction of Nintendo's new loyalty program, My Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
It's more than just a traditional point program. My Nintendo aims to offer more comprehensive and integrated features that will reward you for interacting with Nintendo products and services in a variety of new ways.
Really?
You can pre-register for Nintendo's first smart device app, Miitomo, and sign up for a Nintendo account now to become a My Nintendo member and start earning My Nintendo Platinum points. Stay tuned for more details to
Isn't Miitomo
come.
on the smartphone stuff?
You know, there's another thing you can look
Your
forward
mobile
to in
phone?
March, and it involves Amiibo.
Ah,
Mini
Amiibo.
Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge is a special treat for all you Amiibo lovers out there.
14.
In this free download for Wii U and Nintendo 3DS, you can tap compatible Amiibo figures to guide one of 10 mini characters through specific levels that they alone can access.
Nice.
Each mini has their own powers too, like Mini Mario, who can wall jump.
Nice.
There are some other really neat
Whoa.
powers as well.
I'm always a fan of wall jumping characters.
This game will be available for early access at participating retailers beginning March 25th with the purchase of any Nintendo Amiibo figure. It will also be available to download for free from Nintendo eShop on Wii U and Nintendo 3DS beginning April 28th.
Okay.
In other Amiibo news, Series 4 of the Animal Crossing Amiibo
jeez.
cards are on the way this June.
No
Also
thanks.
keep an eye out for the Isabelle Amiibo figure, which will be available individually, separate from the Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival bundle in June as well. And she'll be accompanied by another Amiibo figure, this time sporting her summer outfit. Now let's take a look at what else is new in Nintendo eShop.
Starting to
for
think of
Nintendo
maybe
3DS.
getting one of those.
Virtual Console is about to receive an upgrade, exclusively on new Nintendo 3DS systems. We'll begin releasing Super NES
Nice.
Virtual Console titles, complete
Oh,
with
wow.
new Nintendo 3DS exclusive features like Perfect Pixel Mode, which displays each game in its original resolution. The classic games you see on screen and more are coming in the near future.
Hey,
The very near
F-Zero.
future. To begin, these original Super NES launch games will be available in Nintendo eShop for new Nintendo 3DS systems following today's presentation. We'll add to the lineup with these titles on March
Okay.
24th, and then even more on April
Nice.
14th. The legendary games of the Super NES era hold a special place in many gamers' hearts, mine included. So I'm planning to turn my new Nintendo 3DS XL into my own portable Super NES vault. I hope you do too. It's hard to imagine how solitaire and horse racing could be related.
What?
Well, because they're not. But that didn't stop the developers at Game Freak. In Pocket Card
What?
Jockey, you'll play as a jockey who has to partake in a fast-paced, simplified version of solitaire to propel your horse through intense races. As you clear cards, you'll earn Unity Power, which is used to move your horse on the track or saved for a boost in the home
Okay.
stretch. It's all about leveling up your horse through strategic positioning and placement on the track. As the level rises, your horse's stats will increase, and you'll gain bonuses too.
Alright.
Over time, you'll start to win trophies for high-ranking races, which will draw in
I'm probably not going to
sponsors.
get this
And
one.
eventually, you'll retire your faithful steed, and then another, and pair them up on the farm to breed and train new ponies. Before you know it, you may be surprised at just how deep such a simple game could be. Find out for yourself when Pocket Card Jockey rides into Nintendo eShop for Nintendo 3DS in May. Next up, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. The first game in the series featured the exciting,
Jeez.
fast-paced 2D action that you've come to expect from Inti Creates. For the sequel, the action has evolved and comes equipped with new features. Now, Gunvolt's rival Culpin has joined the fray as a playable character.
Nice.
Dash into enemies to lock
Jeez,
onto
so many
them,
things going on
unleash
around the
devastating
screen.
hover shock. But that's not all. Culpin can also copy the abilities of all 7 new boss characters and use them as his own. If you haven't had a chance to play the original yet, from March 2nd till June 1st, Azure Striker Gunvolt will be available at a discounted price in
Nice.
Nintendo eShop. Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 will be available in Nintendo eShop on 3DS this
Nice.
summer. Last month, Fire Emblem Fates marched on to Nintendo 3DS systems. And this month, a whole new path through the game will become available, along with the next installment in a series of downloadable content. This third path through the story, Fire Emblem Fates Revelation, will do as its name implies and reveal many secrets you can't discover in the paths of Birthright or
What the crud is that?
When the Revelation path releases on March 10th, select Explore Fates in the title screen to connect to the internet and purchase Revelation in-game for just under $20 real-world dollars. Once you purchase the path, a third option will appear at the Branch of Fate in Chapter 6. Refuse to choose a side. And today, 2 new maps will be released at the in-game DLC shop, Dragon's Gate. You can acquire rare weapons on the map Museum Melee,
Okay.
and on March 17th, the map Royal Royale will be released. In this map, the siblings of both kingdoms will have to spar to determine who among them is worthy of the task to save an alternate version of Corrin
What?
from another world. Each map is available at Dragon's Gate for the price you see on screen, but if you've purchased Map Pack 1, they're already yours for the taking. And keep an eye out for even more DLC maps added weekly until April 21st. March onward, my heroic friends. The battle isn't over yet. 3 weeks from today, Hyrule
Nice.
Warriors Legends will declare war on Nintendo 3DS systems. As fans of the Wii U version already know, the game will pit you as one of your favorite Zelda characters against a near limitless army of Moblins, the Dongos, and the like. You can even battle as characters from
The
The Legend
King!
of Zelda, The Wind Waker, and the brand new character, Linkle. Fans of the Wii U version were dedicated to finishing the fight and enjoyed the amount of additional content that was offered. And so, I'm pleased to announce that Hyrule Warriors Legends will also have some new downloadable content available in 2016. Beginning on launch day, you can buy a Season Pass, which will give you access to 4 brand new DLC packs. If you buy the Season Pass, you'll get an exclusive bonus costume for Ganondorf,
jeez.
available on launch day only in Hyrule Warriors Legends. These packs will also be available for purchase individually. On launch day, anyone in the US who picks up a physical copy of Hyrule Warriors Legends will receive a download code for a free Nintendo 3DS Hyrule Warriors Legends theme. And a transfer code will allow purchasers who own the Wii U version of the game to download and play as the 5 new characters and use Ganondorf's trident weapon from Hyrule Warriors Legends in the original Hyrule Warriors
Nice.
on Wii U. And finally, if you pre-order the game at GameStop in the US, you'll also receive a special edition, softcover, 16-page character art book. With it, you can learn more about key characters and view concept art of various warriors and weapons, including the new hero Linkle and her mysterious compass. There's another new character flying our way, and she'll be available to download for free in both Hyrule Warriors Legends and Hyrule Warriors on Wii U.
Oh,
Medley is her name, and The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker was her
Nice.
first game. Now, she and her harp are ready for battle. You can add Medley to your roster as a free download, launching alongside the release of the first DLC pack. Charge into battle when Hyrule Warriors Legends releases
This
on
is
Nintendo
awesome.
3DS March
this is really
25th.
awesome.
Next, let's brush up on our art skills with true masters of the craft. Disney Art Academy is a fun game that'll teach you how to draw popular Disney and Pixar characters. Lessons feature a wide range of characters, and your instructor will teach you how to draw them step by step. Draw lines, color them in, add shadows and highlights as you're instructed, and
Okay.
voila! Anyone can create beautiful illustrations of Disney and Pixar characters like these. With a wave of the magic brush, you can give your masterpiece a touch of stars, glitter, clouds, and more. Sample artwork will include a variety of characters, from Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh to beloved Disney princesses to some of Pixar's best, and yes, even Disney's Frozen. Plus, you'll learn a variety of art styles depending on the illustrations you're drawing. So hone your skills and have some fun when Disney Art Academy launches on Nintendo 3DS May 13th.
Not something I'm interested in.
The original Bravely
interested in.
Default gave thousands of RPG fans exactly what they were looking for. And a big part of that was the exciting jobs your characters could take on to learn.
My brother
powerful
really
abilities.
loves this game.
Across the world, you'll encounter dozens of jobs that each bring different strengths to the table. As for today, I thought I'd spotlight a couple of the jobs that are new to the sequel. Bravely Second End Layer, which is fast approaching. Some jobs may sound like standard RPG fare, but I assure you the wizard is anything
Okay.
but. Wizards use spellcraft to customize spells with added effects, like Hammer and Mist. For a powerful strategy, try combining this with the elemental spells of black and red mages, or the healing spells of white mages. And then there's the Catmancer. They learn the moves of the monsters you encounter, and then train cats to perform them in exchange for treats. One way to test out some of the new jobs is with the upcoming Bravely Second demo. The demo's story revolves around the Three Cavaliers, an elite band of Crystal Guard knights that Her Holiness, Agnès Oblige, has dispatched to look into disturbances that have been cropping up. This side story can only be experienced in this free demo when it launches in Nintendo eShop March 10th. Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked members will also receive a unique 16-digit code to access the demo early
Why
on
does it
March
need to be
7th.
16?
Playing the demo will net you play bonuses you can transfer into the full version of the game when it becomes available for purchase. And if you're so inclined, you can pre-purchase the game for Nintendo 3DS also on March 10th in the Nintendo eShop. And right now, there's another great way to get a taste for this series. The free demo for the original Bravely Default is still available in Nintendo eShop. When you're ready to jump into the sequel, there's also a collector's edition of Bravely Second Endlayer that will include the game, a soundtrack CD, and this.
Okay.
The official art book. It'll give you a bigger, better look at the series' memorable characters, landscapes, monsters, and much, much more. If you want to learn about this new entry in the franchise, stay tuned to our YouTube channel this month for our new Bravely Second Endlayer video series. Bravely Second Endlayer launches exclusively on Nintendo 3DS systems April 15th.
Okay.
Another massive RPG is headed to Nintendo 3DS, and it's one fans have been clamoring for. Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past, has been completely remade for Nintendo 3DS. It's essentially a brand new game. The world has been rebuilt, the characters have new 3D models, and the story has been completely retranslated. You play as Oster, the young son of a famous fisherman who wants more from his life than fishing. And trust me, he's gonna get it. He sets off on an adventure with the mischievous Prince Kiefer and a clever, headstrong girl named Maribel. Using a fragment detector, the trio search the world for fragments of stone tablets. After putting the tablets together again, they warp to the past in order to save the present. Along the way, they'll engage in classic turn-based combat and gain access to more than 30 classes with powerful abilities. With art by Akira Toriyama and the pedigree of the Dragon Quest series, this is pure RPG goodness.
Did it just fart?
Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past, launches on Nintendo 3DS later this year. In Japan, there's a game known as Monster Hunter Cross, the latest game in the Monster Hunter series.
Isn't that one on the 3DS?
And now it's coming west as Monster Hunter Generations. With the new style system and hunter arts, this is the most customizable Monster Hunter experience ever. And you can get a taste of what's to come in this debut trailer.
Of course, not actual gameplay. Because I don't think that the 3DS could handle this sort of high quality. Huh. Almost thought I was gonna start doing Superman theme there for a second.
We'll have more to say about the game in the future, but for now, a quick shout out. Anyone who plays Monster Hunter Generations on a Nintendo 3DS with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate save data present on it will receive bonus content in the new game. As a special promotion, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is being offered at a special price of $19.99 in Nintendo eShop for 48 hours, starting today at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
too short.
It's a great game and a great reason to get hyped for the next one. Here's another. I'm happy to announce that Monster Hunter Generations will feature a special collaboration armor set based on Marth from the Fire Emblem series. To see the full-length trailer of this collaboration, head over to twitter.com/monsterhunter. Monster Hunter Generations will be available on Nintendo 3DS in summer 2016. At E3, there was one game we introduced that left fans with some questions. Today, Kensuke Tanabe, the producer of the Metroid Prime series, is here to help you understand how Metroid Prime Federation Force will become an integral part of the Metroid Prime
Here we
universe.
go.
Tanabe-san?
Hello everyone, I'm Kensuke Tanabe. I started from the GameCube version, so it's been about 15 years since I first became the producer of the Metroid Prime series. Today, I want to introduce you to the newest installment in the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime Federation Force. Being a new title in a series we deeply love, as the development team, we approached it with great passion and effort.
Ooh.
Development on this game started in 2009. At that time, we started with the idea of developing a new online multiplayer-focused Metroid Prime title for a handheld system. Early experiments began in collaboration with our reliable partners at Next Level Games, who I had worked with on Mario Strikers for GameCube and on Punch-Out for Wii. We kicked off official development with them, but at that point, we were working on the Nintendo DSi. And with the DSi, it became clear that we wouldn't be able to achieve the type of performance fans would expect. When we saw the new Nintendo 3DS a few years later, for one thing, we knew that the Nintendo 3DS would address our performance issues, and we were also excited about the expanded control options provided by the C-Stick. At that point, we decided to restart the project. We wanted to use this new game to tell the story of the battle between the Galactic Federation and the Space Pirates. I had always imagined battles between these two within the universe, but we had never really explored that in the previous games. I had been wanting to do it for over 10 years, so I was ready and excited to try. But, given the focus on the Galactic Federation and Space Pirate battles, while Samus would appear in the story, it meant that she couldn't be the main player character this time. So, using the Galactic Federation soldiers as the main characters was the natural
I'm liking the
course of action
designs
for this game. Another theme we wanted to add to the game system was the idea, like an RPG, of players having the ability to choose their own distinct roles in the game, like a healer, a warrior, a mage, and so on. You receive certain types of sub-weapons from the Federation in each mission, and players must divide them among themselves based on a weight limit before taking them on a mission. So, for example, if you carry a lot of repair capsules, then that player becomes a sort of healer in the game. And if you take on all the missiles, then you become a warrior. I would love to explain more about that aspect today, about the character's art style, or why we created Blast Ball.
Yeah, I think Blast Ball's like the training mode.
But let's save that for another time. What I can say for sure is that Metroid Prime Federation Force is a game that absolutely belongs in the Metroid universe. That, I promise. Please take a look at this video.
Samus Aran's solitary war on the Space Pirates terminated their phase-on experiments on Metroids. But the galaxy is not at peace, recognizing a need to combat the Space Pirate menace. The Galactic Federation launched Project Golem, a top-secret program to develop mechanized battle armor based on the technology in Samus Aran's power suit. The most elite members of the Galactic Marines were chosen and put through intense training to form what would become the Federation.
Nice, so it is mech suits, like I thought it would be.
Their first mission is to survey the three-planet Bermuda system and reclaim an abandoned Federation outpost on the resource-rich planet Excelsior, which was devastated by a meteor
Does the
crash
system go into a
20 years
triangle?
ago,
Yep, it's in a triangle.
plunging it into an ice age.
It's literally the Bermuda Triangle. Yep, this looks like it's playing out just like a Prime game.
On Excelsior, all that stood in the way were mere ice hoppers. But then the team came face to face with a well-known threat they weren't expecting. Space pirates. Now the only way to survive is to work as a team, to master their mechs, and to take down the space pirates against all odds.
Nice.
The mission isn't over yet.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Stay tuned for more information on this next chapter in the Metroid Prime universe. We'll also be hosting several hands-on opportunities, starting with
Okay.
WonderCon in late March, so I hope you'll try the game out for yourself. Metroid Prime Federation Force releases on Nintendo 3DS systems late
Nice.
spring 2016. Next, I'd like to announce a game that combines some great selections from some great games. Rhythm Heaven on Nintendo DS, Rhythm Heaven Fever
Yeah.
on Wii, and more. Introducing Rhythm Heaven Megamix, which will be coming to North America
Okay.
this year. Rhythm Heaven Megamix on Nintendo 3DS offers more than 100 rhythm games, 70 of which have been carefully selected from previous titles in the series, including the original Game Boy Advance game, which was never released in North America.
Huh.
There are also 30 brand new rhythm games, so replay a
Okay.
classic or tap into a new one when Rhythm Heaven Megamix launches later this year. Now, let's take a look at one last game. It has a lot of my coworkers tickled
Ah!
pink. Kirby's
Kirby
headed
game.
back to the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. This time, invaders have mechanized Dreamland. To restore his home to its original form, Kirby must rise up. At first, the game may look familiar. The Pink Puff will travel through stages by jumping back and forth between the foreground and background, while using more than 25 copy abilities. Of course, there will be new copy abilities. But here's the kicker. In this game, Kirby will use his new
Wait, what?
enemy's tech against them. His Robobot armor is extremely strong, to the point where it can actually destroy obstacles that stand in Kirby's way.
What?
And taking a page from Kirby himself, the Robobot armor can copy enemy abilities and use
Okay,
powerful
that is
modified versions of
awesome.
them called modes. The Robobot armor can use more than 10 modes. No matter what,
Jeez.
Kirby and his Robobot armor will deliver 2 types of action for twice the fun. There's also a separate mode included in this game called Team Kirby Clash. It lets up to 4 players join forces to battle against powerful bosses. You'll select one of 4 roles and participate in a co-op quest to defeat a boss. Supporting your team by utilizing each role's abilities is the key to victory. While you play, you'll find tablets, and if you collect them all, your team can activate a powerful team meteor
jeez.
to inflict major damage. For the first time in a Kirby game, when you complete a quest, you'll gain experience points, and as you level up, your abilities
Nice.
will grow more powerful. That way, you can take on more difficult quests.
Whoa!
Team Kirby Clash is available for download play as well, so you can play with friends who don't have the game yet, or you can play alone with sidekicks. In addition, this title
Of
is
course.
compatible with Amiibo. Tap them to give Kirby copy abilities in the game. Some Amiibo will even give you character-specific abilities. For instance, tapping the Mario Amiibo will give you the fire ability. And tapping the Link
But of
Amiibo
course.
will give you the sword ability. In fact, if you tap any Amiibo, something is sure to
The
happen.
smash
So try it out
ability.
sometime. Alongside Kirby Planet Robobot on June 10th, we're launching a new line of Kirby series amiibo,
Nice.
including Kirby, of course, Meta Knight, King DDD, and the
Nice.
irreplaceable Waddle Dee. When you tap any of these Kirby series amiibo, Kirby will receive a copy ability, but he'll also get a costume unique to each figure. Not to mention, the Kirby figure grants him a power you can only get in this game, the UFO ability. Who knew Kirby was such a tech guru? Kirby
Planet
Planet Robobot will
Robobot.
mechanize your game.
Hopefully those
world
amiibo are
on
easy
June
to find.
10th. Thanks for tuning in to this Nintendo Direct. When we have more to reveal, we'll let you know.
Nice.
See
That
you
was
next
definitely
time.
interesting. Well, there wasn't quite as many things as I was hoping for here. Like, look at this. We've covered up roughly half of the bingo board, but nothing for Sonic Boom, Zelda U, new games for the new 3DS. Well, ones that were specifically for it. Unexpected theme. I wasn't really expecting them to do an... Actually, that would made it make less sense, actually. I'm surprised they didn't go over indie games. I guess the Smash DLC amiibo aren't ready quite yet. And, yeah, I guess there's no real reason to have been expecting, like, a Mario Galaxy 3 or Universe, as it should be called. I'm really surprised that there was not really anything for the Wii U outside of Twilight Princess. Kinda not surprised by no F-Zero game. This one is mostly just me being a bit hopeful, I guess. This, they highlighted in a few previous Nintendo Directs, and I was just genuinely interested in it because I enjoyed Lego Marvel Superheroes, despite it having a few technical issues in the post-game, like the game crashing outright. Better luck next time with this and this. So, yeah. See you next time. I'll try to get this one up as soon as I can.